Good morning, everybody. Laura here from Thrifty Adventures. It's been so long. Life just got out of hand for me with the kids at home and hybrid schooling and my husband working from home, and then we moved a new house. It just got crazy. So the videos just kind of took the backside to everything, so I am sorry. But I am back now. So I am going to do another what sold from the weekend video. If you're new to my channel, I am a full-time reseller. I have 2 younger kids, and I do online reselling full-time. So Mondays I normally do a video of what sold for me from the past week. I go over my numbers from the week and just have some fun. So let's get started. All right. So I don't have all my numbers like I've done in the past, but I do have my weekly numbers were in the ballpark of $1,220, and my cost of goods for all of that was about $140. So not too bad. It was a slower week. It did pick up towards the weekend, but it was definitely super slow for me during the week, which is okay. It's bound to happen every now and then. So let's get started with what sold from over the weekend. I have, first I have this Animaniacs picture frame. If my cousin's watching, I went thrifting with her and found this picture frame for $1.50. I put it up for $22.95 and it sold right away. So maybe I could have gone higher, but I'm happy with that. I don't ever really think about, oh, it could have gone higher, it could have gone lower. I'm happy to make the quick flip and turn that money into something else. So gotta always kind of think of that when you're weighing your, should I take an offer or should I not? It's nice to get that quick flip and then take that profit and buy something else and keep the ball rolling. Next is a Snow Buddies ornament. This is an older Hallmark ornament. I do well with the Snow Buddies. Ornaments themselves have been insanely hot after Christmas, which they normally are, but this year just seems to be a little bit extra. This one sold for $20, and out the door it goes. Nice, quick. I always put my ornaments in boxes, ship it out, and we're done. Next were these Cork Tiles. So I got these for free from somebody, and I think I had like 4 of them. I had 1 left, and I sold them for average $10 each, so it wasn't too bad for a free item. This is something I can just throw into a poly mailer. Nothing's going to happen to it, and off it goes. Off it goes. Next. I wrote tree, and I have no idea what this is on my little list of stuff to tell you. Oh, yes, I do. All right. It is a Department 56, just a porcelain tree or a ceramic tree, just an accessory to a village. I bought out a Department 56 whole like estate sale early last year. And these are just some remnants that are left. The accessories always go for a little less depending on what set it goes to. So I wouldn't normally buy this probably in a thrift store, but since I got it in a big lot, it was easy. And plus there was a whole bunch of these, so I was able to do a big quantity on these, which was nice. So this sold for $10 or $12.26. Sorry, I'm on to my next thing I'm looking at already. Next is a Duncan Keith from the Chicago Blackhawks floss holder. This came from an auction lot. This was a stadium giveaway, which can be really nice. Some of them sell for a lot, some of them don't. Depends on the item. That's something that you would need to look up before buying. But this was a floss holder. It sold for $10. I probably got it for $1 if you average out all the items that I got in that lot. Next is a Harley Davidson t-shirt. So I'll say I wouldn't probably recommend even buying Harley Davidson t-shirts. They have gone down depending on the design and year. Vintage ones will do well. But they are just one of those items for me that like I can't pass up if it's brand new. This was brand new with the tags, and it was $6.99, so I spent way too much for it. And I knew that I would probably only get, you know, around the 20-ish range. I probably could have held out for more, but like I said, I like that fast flip, so I can turn that money into something. So I sold it for $17, but this is just one of those items, and I'm sure we all have certain items that I can't pass up for some reason. So I knew it would sell fast, and that is another thing that goes with that. So if I can flip something fast, I'm okay with a lower profit margin. So didn't make much, but I only had it up for like a week. It didn't take much. It's easy to ship. I'm happy with it. Let me know what your items are. Do you guys have like that item that like you have to pick up even if it's a lower profit margin? Let me know below. Next is a Bart Simpson plush. This was from the 90s. This is something that I got from a friend. So I've been working with a friend of mine. He was moving, and I got he was a huge collector, a lot of Warner Brothers items. And I took all of his stuff, and I'm selling it for him, and I'm giving him 60% of those profits. So I didn't pay anything for it, but he gets 60% of the profits after all fees and everything. So this was, like I said, a Bart Simpson plush. It was from the 90s. This sold for $20. Next were 3 small Disney mini globes. So mini globes can sell for a good amount, depending on the character. Some sell for less. But I had a little bin of like Disney collectibles, and I went through it just looking to see if the stuff was still listed. And like 90% of it wasn't. So I don't normally do an inventory, but I decided that maybe I'll do like a bin a week just to get that stuff done. I've been doing this for a long time and have never done an inventory. I'm sure there's tons of stuff I have that is not listed anymore. So anyways, so these 3 mini globes were not. So I decided to lot them together. The bigger Cinderella was a little yellowish, so the water was a little dirty. And there was nothing that special here, so I just wanted to get rid of it. So I threw them up. I got an offer of $11, and I took that. Out the door it goes. Next was a Cat in the Hat read along with like a cassette tape book, if we all remember those. That was, I also got for free from a friend, and this I sold for $20.46. Next were some baby Nike shoes. The auction that I go to had a whole bunch of Nike shoes, and a lot of baby shoes was included in this lot. So I probably spent $1 on the shoes, I'd say. They were all new, but some of them had the yellowing around the bottom because just from age. So these sold for $15. They're adorable, but out the door they go. Next was a Warner Brothers platter. This was also from that friend I was talking about earlier that I got a whole bunch of stuff from. We'll give him the 60%. So this was a Warner Brothers platter he got from the Warner Brothers store when that was open in the 90s, and that sold for $17. Next was a tie-dye Disney t-shirt. This I got from actually the girl that ran Thrifty Adventures with me on Facebook that unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago. I got this from her estate. I helped clean out her estate last year, and I got tons of stuff from her, and this was one of her t-shirts. So this sold for $20. I did not pay anything for that one. Next were these 3 Disney picture frames. So they have like little boxes that open on them. So they're also trinket boxes. They sell better as a set. I could have sold these individually, but I do actually have another one sold or listed that is individually, and it has sat for a while. The set definitely sells better. Sometimes Disney will sell better in a set than individually, depending on the item. So this is one of those. So these 3 frames I got at an auction. I spent about $5 for all of them, and I sold them for $75. They are going overseas, and I will I have a sneak attack upon me. These 3, and now I lost my train of thought. What are you guys doing? So these 3 frames are going overseas, and they were $75.
Hello.
So next is Patagonia Jacket. Patagonia is a great brand to look out for. I found this jacket at Salvation Army. It is a little dirty. It's got marks, dirt marks around like the pockets and some on the back, like light dirt marks, which of course I listed. I did try to wash it out a little bit. Some came out, some didn't. I spent $15 on this. I knew it would be a fast flip, and it sold for $40 pretty fast, within a week, I'd say. Next is a New Wave oven. So this one I got at Goodwill. This was one of my first things I got from 2021, my first thrifting trip. And I spent $12.99 on it, and it sold for $90. It was brand new in the box. So it was a nice sell. Yeah, I'll have to get a better box for it, but they paid for shipping, so I don't have to worry about that. And off it goes. Next was a Cinderella figurine. So I actually bought some collectibles for myself from the auction that I go to, and she had a set of these figurines, and they were all signed. So I kept the signed one, and I sold the one that I already had. So this was a WDCC figurine, Walt Disney Classic Collection. Always want to look out for those. Yes, some sell for more than others, but they are a great find. They can sell for a lot of money depending on the figurine. This sold without the box and without the COA, so I would have gotten more if I had those things, but it sold within a couple hours for $120, and this one sold on Mercari. Next is, let's see, what am I doing? Some Slayer shoes. These ones don't have a brand on them. They are probably an off-brand. They sold for $36. Slayer is a great group to look for. Any heavy metal or rock band items are always normally a good find to look for. So that's it from this weekend. Now I have to go ship it all. But I hope to do more of these videos. I will hope to try to put out some other stuff for you guys. I'll try to do them weekly. Like I said, life is still a bit crazy. It's a little bit better now that I'm settled into the new house. But, of course, still the kids home and everything, so it gets a bit nuts. But if there's any questions that you have, let me know. Subscribe below. And let's see, what's wrong? Do you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Say have a good day.
Have a good day.
Happy thrifting.
Happy thrifting.
Bye, guys.